My dream is 5 million Xinjiang people can speak very good English.
Xinjiang. Have you been to other parts of Xinjiang? For us, English is not just a language, especially for Xinjiang people. English is a weapon to gain the confidence, to gain the equity, to gain the equal treatment.
Geographically, Xinjiang is at the west-east of China, and it occupies 1/6 of territory of whole China. Xinjiang was a Silk Road, which is the bridge between the east and the west. In the eye of Beijingers and the Shanghai people, all Xinjiang people are Uyghurs, and they all stealing monies. And they all riding horse from one place to another.
Chinese friends here have said that they feel that when they go to Beijing or Shanghai, or that when they meet Chinese people from Beijing or Shanghai, that they feel that as if they're being looked down upon and sort of regarded as being provincial.
I think all Xinjiang people are undereducated. They don't know what this internet is, never heard about something called Google.
We have like internet, wireless internet everywhere. That's Xinjiang, you know. They don't know who we are.
If I speak English, wow, we're in same level. So that's the weapon to break through all of the different and difficulties and the barriers. English is entrance. English is a ticket. Let us in the big play game.
I like listening to music. Difficult.
In China, a lot of people have been learning English for 10 or maybe 10 years, more than 10 years. They cannot really speak because nothing to do with the language. They have very good grammar. They have very good vocabulary. They've been learning English for a long time. But they never think about this. It's a language should speak first. But what is speak first, which is communication first step? You come out and use it.
That sounds like music to my ears. That sounds like music to my ears. That sounds like music to my ears. Okay, very good.
If you do very hard on your physical, if you fit on physical, your mentality will be very strong. And then you have the power to conquer everything. And English is one thing you really need to conquer. What will happen to? 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 下一个，咱们就是 the children. The children. If Peter, Alice, break up, very hard, to succeed. They are trying very hard to succeed. OK， 自己还是一样，4遍开始。
Kung Fu English is a spirit, representative of painstaking and spending time to pursue its worth pursuing.
Did you know what happened to the Dave last night? Do you happen to know his new telephone number? I happened to be in the market yesterday when I first started. I happened to see Peter on the way to the bookstore yesterday. What's wrong?
Nothing wrong. Good. OK.
但今天的嘴皮子比前天麻多了，不过自己的口语水平也大有长进。一想到明天可以离开这个地方，我很高兴。但这里毕竟有我这3天的喜怒哀乐，有点舍不得。
1, 2, 3.
Short push。
到了晚上，5个句子，超长的句子。我的脸热血沸腾，面红耳赤。这是因为读了很多句子的原因，效果不错。It's very cool.
OK, 1, 2, 3. Friendly. OK， 这样读的话，你看。
很烂什么程度？
什么乱？粮食不要钱。摸吗
Jonathan, no more Chinese, OK? You are like. You shut up, Meg. You speak Chinese. You shut up. I found out English is not a problem in language. It's a problem with the psychology, which is the mentality. And the man. The first words I learned is study in my third year in my college, and then that's very hard because in the textbook they had probably 600 words and 550 of them I don't know. So I started basically from scratch, and it took me like 6 months. Each day requires 15 hours of practicing English, and then I speak English freely. So in that period of time, I found out the first barrier you have to break through is not English, it's your mentality. You have to accept how bad you are.
My name is Lincoln. My name is Washington. I'm Bush. My name is Franklin. My name is Lana.
Before I go to like restaurant, if I didn't cook for myself, I will make myself finish 2 sentences, mastering 2 sentences. If I didn't do that, I have nowhere to eat.
可以背的人自己过来，这边背。International. Very good. Next one. Next one.
Did you pass the test?
Yeah.
So, if you don't pass the test, you can have lunch.
No class, no lunch. 不过关不让吃饭。
Yes.
No.
先背再说，背。
And the same thing when I take a bus. Well, reading all along the bus, someone will look at me and say, "Are you crazy, man?" I don't really care because someone see that I think it's a feel to give me more gas. So really, I made myself very brave. No matter where I go, no matter where we are, I am, I will study English.
What you can do today? Hello, I'm Bruce. Nice to meet you. Hello, I'm Bruce. Nice to meet you.
就在那个。
你说，你往这边手说话。
你就买奶奶那边。刚才说了是有一点小干，奶奶的琳达，就在那河里去。没唱。
Okay, you guys have a good day. Bye bye.
然后弄清楚他是干啥的。
那苏米就买奶奶买给，那苏米就。我之所以就是比较投入，然后也比较高兴，比较大声，原因是因为我觉得很有成就感。我觉得别人不会，我就是好多英语，比如说什么 hello 呀 good morning 啊，大家都会嘛。然后如果我能说出来一些别人不会的，然后我就觉得特有成就感。
不要转移，满走再说。One, two, three.
In 1949, the Chinese communists took over the vast territory of Xinjiang, the home of Uyghur minorities. To keep watch on the unstable region plagued by ethnic insurgencies, the Communist Party deployed 200,000 troops and ordered them to permanently settle the land. The soldiers became farmers and formed agricultural regiments called Bingtuan, or Farming Army. Then the government trucked in thousands of female soldiers in hopes they propagate the Chinese bloodline in the isolated territory. They were ordered to marry there. During the Cultural Revolution, 500,000 more young people, including Jake's grandparents, joined the mass migration. They were lured by the government propaganda calls, sacrifice your life to develop your country. But their descendants inherited the stigma as a second-class citizen living far from civilization. Now, half a century later, young Chinese in Xinjiang, like Jake, struggle for recognition in their own country.
Okay, come on, let's go. Sing a song together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kung Fu English, where I'm from. Kung Fu English sets me free. 1, 2, 3, 4. 一块唱。Kung Fu English, where I'm from. Kung Fu English makes me strong. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo, woo. Okay, good, good, good. It's all good, all good.
好，让我们再一次用热烈的掌声欢迎永昌老师给我们上课。
How many of you understand my English? If you do, raise your hand. We have one. Okay, I understand. 好了，不要动了。好了，四周看一下，来，四周看一下。Energetic. Xinjiang kids lacking the competitiveness about to do something like hard, get things done, to grab things, try very hard. They would rather to give up their future, to think, we are Xinjiangers. We can do nothing at all. We can already change it.
在这个新疆的面积也比较大，它这个分布的地区呢也比较广一些。它呢大部分的学生呢都在这个团场的一些学校。
I think I want to be like a combination of different characteristics, but in a word, we'll be famous. Have to become like the celebrities in Xinjiang and teach English, and also have to make some like substantial money to make my business good. I can't make money right now, so the teaching will be gone. Like we'll have to be done in this year. I want to become a hero. The famed we are luring other people to become stronger.
Social distance, not my back on my feet. It's a man and his will to survive.
It's kind of like my mission. This is my gift. No one in like a remote country never speak to foreigners before, and then can use like 6 months to crack English. That's pretty amazing. I don't really know myself. After that, my mom said, my son, I don't know you anymore. You've changed. So that's the one thing, because that's a gift, I think, when I fully believe Jesus Christ. I think that's my way of preaching. But I see love. I see love, I feel heaven's breaking through. I see light, teacher's face, telling to face of faith. That is crazy.
Yes, so exciting. So exciting.
Isn't that crazy? What is that nunchuck to do with English?
I think it's cool.
I think it's just a gimmick. It's just a gimmick. And it also has the effect of when you go into a classroom and sometimes you get the students to repeat something as a group when you're going through a list of vocabulary and they shout it. And I'm always having to ask them to speak normally. And I think this came from crazy English. They think that you have to shout English, and it's just a gimmick. It's kind of come and gone.
Let's see, it's not English. It's not really English. I'm not talking English. I'm not English teacher. You could like to say I'm Kung Fu master. I teach more Kung Fu than English. But that's the way. I make them laugh more than speak English. I make them to think more than to speak more. English is only the vehicle. Maybe you don't really need to speak English at all. But at least you begin to think. You begin to realize something really can happen to them.
Hello, everybody. My name is Dewey. I'm 14 years old. I think my hometown is very, very beautiful.
Okay.